If you're a high income earner in South Africa, earning more than 1 million, 2 million, or even 5 million rand a year, you've probably realized that making money and building wealth are two very separate things. Because once you cross a certain income level, the question shifts from how do I grow my money to how do I invest intelligently to protect, compound, and preserve it for the long term. So in today's video, I'll show you the 7 key steps high income earning South Africans should follow when deciding where to invest their money in the smartest, most tax efficient order. Let's get started. Welcome back. Just a quick note, the content we're going to share today is for educational purposes only. It doesn't constitute personal financial advice. Please speak to a certified financial planner or a relevant professional before making any big financial decisions. And one last thing, we have a dream to impact as many South African retirees as we possibly can through educational content like this. So if you found this video interesting, please like, subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend or family member who might be approaching retirement or already there. Step 1. Establish a liquidity buffer or emergency fund. If you're earning high income, your lifestyle and responsibilities are often bigger too. So the traditional 3 months of expenses rule doesn't cut it. You need a liquidity buffer of 6 to 12 months of lifestyle costs, sitting in a high interest money market or call account. This isn't wasted money, it's strategic. It keeps you from being forced to sell investments when markets drop, or when SARS surprises you with a large assessment, or when something else happens and just life throws you a curveball. We call this your cash moat, a defense line that protects everything else you've built. Step 2. Protect your income and your legacy. For high income earners, your greatest asset isn't your portfolio or your property or your car, it's your ability to earn. Yet, it's often the least protected. Before chasing returns, make sure you have comprehensive life cover that protects your family's long-term security, income protection that replaces your salary if you can't work anymore, and severe illness and disability cover that safeguards your financial independence. At your income level, even a 6-month gap in earnings can cause long-term damage to your balance sheet. It's super important to note that insurance isn't about fear, it's about protecting your ability to play the long game. Next, the simplest and most powerful tax strategy available to you. As a high income earner, you can contribute up to 27.5% of your taxable income, capped at 350,000 Rand per year, to a retirement annuity or an employer pension or provident fund. That immediately reduces your taxable income and grows inside a tax-free environment. No income tax, capital gains tax, or dividends tax while invested. For example, if you earn 4 million Rand a year and contribute 350,000 Rand to a retirement annuity, you could save up to 150,000 Rand in income tax immediately. That's money that stays in your portfolio, compounding for decades. And remember, retirement annuities are not just about retirement. They're one of the few remaining legitimate tax shelters in South Africa. At your income level, the single biggest destroyer of wealth is lifestyle debt. Credit cards, vehicle finance, or property investments that don't create cash flow. If it costs more than prime minus 1%, it's costing you freedom. Every rand you use to pay down the debt gives you a risk-free return equal to the interest rate, and it's tax-free. You wouldn't keep a fund in your portfolio that guarantees a 14% loss. So don't hold onto one disguised as a monthly repayment. For high-income earners, the tax-free savings account is a small but powerful piece of the puzzle. It's not going to move the needle in the short term. You can only invest 36,000 Rand a year, but over time, it becomes an incredible tax-free income generator. Over a 15 to 20 years period, you can build up more than 1 million Rand of completely tax-free capital. It's ideal for long-term wealth transfer, educational funding, or even a source of tax-free income later in life. Think of it as the smallest block in your fortress, but one that compounds quietly and efficiently in the background. Once your South African base is solid, it's time to diversify globally. At Family Wealth Custodians, we often use offshore investment or tax wrappers, which could be sinking funds or endowments, based in Guernsey or the Isle of Man, to structure high net worth portfolios for tax and estate efficiency. Why? Because they offer the following benefits. First of all, hard currency exposure, dollars, pounds or euros, tax deferral and simplified reporting, tax efficiency since capital gains inside an offshore tax wrapper are taxed at a maximum effective rate of 12% compared to up to 18% when held personally. And because we typically use roll-up funds in these structures where income is reinvested rather than distributed, any interest earned is also taxed at 12% instead of marginal tax rate of up to 45% that applies for high income earning individuals. It also provides estate liquidity and smoother succession planning. It's the perfect vehicle once your local portfolio exceeds about 2 to 3 million rand and you're starting to think long-term cross-border wealth. Global exposure is no longer optional for South Africans. It's essential. Finally, once your liquid investments are working efficiently, consider real assets, property, private equity, or family businesses. These build long-term stability and generational wealth. But here's the key, never over-leverage. Property should complement your plan, not complicate it. Many of our clients use 1 or 2 investment properties as inflation hedges, or channel their capital into commercial property partnerships where returns are more predictable and professionally managed. Real assets add substance to your portfolio, but discipline keeps them from becoming a burden. So here's the smart order for high income earners. Build your liquidity buffer, protect your income and your family, maximize your retirement annuity or pension fund contributions, eliminate unproductive debt, use tax-free savings accounts strategically, diversify offshore through tax-efficient tax wrappers, and invest into real assets for long-term stability. This is the same framework we use with South Africa's top professionals and entrepreneurs, people who already built success, but want to preserve it and grow it intelligently. If you'd like help creating your own structure, we've developed the Family Wealth Strategy Blueprint, a personalized plan that shows you exactly how to invest, protect, and grow your wealth in the right sequence. You can schedule a complimentary exploration call with one of our investment professionals. The link is in the description below. Because wealth isn't just about growing numbers, it's about building freedom, legacy, and peace of mind. I'm Hardi. This is Family Wealth. Keep investing into your future.